Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear me? Yeah.
What's good? Welcome to the virtual sweat, where three men get sweaty.
Man, it's hot here, bro.
It gets really hot in this virtual sweat.
Like it.
We get hot and heavy, and we get sweaty.
Nice and sweaty. Nice and sticky.
Sweaty and sticky, and we like to drip sweat all over each other while we're in the sweat lodge.
I didn't say that much, but shit. Where were they?
Today we got Herschel Clark gonna
There you go.
drop some information on us, some Janneh news to report this week. So get ready for that announcement. We're also going to have J-Man from the Carl and J-Man Saves the World podcast to give us a sports analysis on the Suns winning the Western Conference Finals. And then we're going to have Delmar, Mr. Toxicity, jumping on the pod to sprinkle us with his toxic speech.
And give a shout out to all the LGBTQ. Give a good farewell to the month. He did really good. He's a good ally, supposedly. Give props to him. It's hard to be a good ally.
And now that Pride Month is over, we can begin to celebrate White History Month. Today is July 1st. And as everybody knows, July
is white supremacy month. White supremacy month,
where we talk about U.S. history, about how the United States is the greatest country that's ever been established on the face of the earth.
It was the greatest. Now it's just somehow something else.
And how the white people built the greatest country on the face of the earth. So thank you, white people. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the technology and all the advancements and
thank you for
and all the amenities.
Millions and millions of years. This earth can go to shit now because of you guys. Fuckers.
But if you see a white person, in the stores,
slap them.
Starbucks,
challenged them.
At the, Wendy's, just offer to buy them a coffee or, pay for their meal or something,
It's in their drink.
Just say thank you.
Shit.
Say thank you for your ancestors who not only built the greatest country, but also allowed my ancestors to, live.
All right, you done talking about your 1/4 size shit, getting all wet and shit?
Hey, I'm actually 3/8. So
3/8. Damn. So what is that? A little over a half? A little over
over a quarter. Yeah, less than a half.
Oh, yeah, it's showing here.
Yeah. Anyways, Herschel Clark, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Man, you sound just like my buddy, man. He's on that Trump train, man. And he's
but that has nothing to do with Trump. It's
just he does. He talks exactly the same shit, the same dialogue, the same conversation. And I'm just like, man, I thought you were a native. His dad's an AIM, supposedly supposed to be part of that.
Yeah, man, because the AIM is more aligned with conservative values anyway. It's like the AIM is against the government, and you guys Democrats are going along with the government nowadays.
I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican.
Yes, you are, man. Stop. Just because it matters.
What's up, Justin? What's up, Suta?
What's up?
Talking politics right now. I don't know if you want to jump in right now.
Are we? Is the pod recording right now?
Oh, we always recording. We don't.
Yeah, no formal introductions. The 5-star 5-diamond chef is
Fuck your 5-diamond bullshit. We talking Suns. Ain't no chef in this place. Keep that shit to yourself.
So
I'll be rugged tonight.
Yeah. So to the listeners, we got Justin from the Carl and J-Man Save the World podcast, and like I said, he's gonna give us a little update on the on the Western Conference Finals and the champions. And Justin, man, thank you for being here. What can you tell us, man? What kind of insight can you give us?
Where do you want to start at? You want to start in 2011 when the Suns' car went off a cliff and everything went to shit, or should we start?
Was that when Barbosa slept with Nash's wife?
Nash's wife.
Oh, that fucked it up. I think
that was
there was two reports. One said it was Barbosa, and another one said it was Jason Richardson. So
I think they both slammed.
Either way, the babies came out black, so I guess that's kind of how
that's what gave it away.
I guess that's what gave it away.
Yeah.
And then what happened in 1990, or what was the other one?
2011. Or I was gonna say, or we could jump to the present when Herschel became a Suns fan, which was in what day did the Suns beat the Lakers, Hirsch? The day after, I think, is when he became a Suns fan.
Been a Suns fan since I was born. Almost John, 1984, May 19th, 2:00 in the morning, became a Suns fan.
No, but I don't know how I also was thinking about, because I don't know if you guys have ever done an episode about sports before.
No,
not really.
We could talk about it.
Not really.
Yeah, I kind of think our audience doesn't care for sports.
Man, our audience, they're mixed emotions, so they'll go along with this. We could talk about sports.
But I think everybody's jumped on the Suns bandwagon, so I think it's okay to talk about that.
Hell yeah. I've been a fan since, actually, I jumped on the bandwagon the last time that they made the finals, which was in 1993. And I think I was probably like 8 years old back then, watching every single season. And it's crazy because I've been watching every year, regardless of whether they're good or not, that like last year, you know what I mean? Like they weren't that good. They went 8-0 in the bubble. But I mean, there was like a few people on my timeline on Facebook talking about the Suns. Adrian, you were one of them. There was a few other folks. Shout out to the diehards. And then, all of a sudden they're making this run, and it's just like everybody's talking about the Suns. Social media is purple and orange again, and the whole state of Arizona is purple and orange again. It's freaking crazy. If for people that don't really follow sports, I geek out about this shit. And so it's like that they're a team that overperformed, but like when you really think about it, they got Chris Paul during the off season last year. And so they got a veteran who plays hard, who's in your face. If you need straightening out, then he'll straighten you out. I think you guys probably need a Chris Paul on this podcast, because I think Hirsch needs some straighten out. He's always talking shit. Somebody's got to call
Chris Paul slap him, dude. First of all, Chris Paul is a bandwagon. First of all, Chris Paul is a bandwagon. So welcome to the Suns, Chris Paul. Thank you for jumping on the bandwagon, because we didn't need him in the bubble. We went 9-0 in the bubble. All of a sudden, he jumped on our wagon and improved us. I give him props on that, okay? But I'm not going to give it all to Chris Paul. I think the Suns are better without Chris Paul, too.
And what do you think about that commentary?
I think that's proof that Hirsch don't know shit. So let's shift it back to the expert on the Suns. But they get Chris Paul, veteran, and they pair him with a young core who's Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, number one overall pick, Herschel's favorite Phoenix Suns player, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson. And so like it's like two sides of a wheel that needed each other, and so you put those two sides together, and then this is what you get. And it's crazy, because then like if you watch like ESPN, Fox Sports 1 every day, that you got these commentators that you got commentators that are trying to cover all 30 teams, but they don't know nothing about the Suns. Yeah, they're not truly covering all 30 teams. They're paying attention to like the Lakers, the Celtics, the Heat, a handful of teams. And so when it comes to the Suns, like they act like they know, but just like Herschel, they really don't know shit. And so when you hear them talking about the Suns,
hey Justin, Justin, talk about how they kind of like the Suns built their team in the right way. They got the draft pieces, then they got the complementary pieces, and it wasn't just let's get
they didn't draft Chris Paul. Tell you that
LeBron James over here. Let's get Kyrie Irving over here. Let's get KD over here. Let's get Paul.
I mean, what did you guys just said? You guys giving all the credit to Chris Paul. You guys just recruited him.
No,
just
we got one guy
just
to fit that missing piece, but we didn't have to, build
LeBron
a super
James
team.
Is that missing piece for every team that he's played on? So he's been proving himself.
So Adrian,
he comes to the Suns, then he wins.
Basically, Adrian, what you're saying is that they didn't do it the bitch way, the LeBron James way, and
exactly.
Try and recruit all their super friends, and they did it the right way. They did it the old school way because they drafted.
Chris Paul was on some great teams. He was on Houston Rockets. He had a badass team there with. He had a good squad there. He didn't do shit. He couldn't man up. He had a good team with the Oklahoma too. He had a good team there. That's what I'm saying. Like, Chris Paul just jumped on the wagon, and I appreciate him jumping on the wagon. The Suns couldn't do it without him, but I'm not going to give the full credit to him. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you guys, like the whole Suns bandwagon, giving credit to Chris Paul. Like, okay, yeah, but the motherfucker, he jumped on when the Suns were we were at their peak. We're getting at the peak with the players that we had from last year and moving forward. Yeah, he was a key component, but I'm not going to credit him to the fullest. I'll credit Booker before I credit Chris Paul.
Tell us how you really feel, Herschel. You sound pretty hurt there, a little salty, a little bitter.
Because I'm pissed off because you guys compare Chris Paul to LeBron James. I mean, it's like, come on, man. You all just hating on LeBron James just because LeBron James done what Chris Paul's been doing, And all of a sudden, Chris Paul makes it to the finals with this. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Chris Paul. He talks too much shit too, but I respect Chris Paul. He's a son, but I'm not a big fan of his ass like everybody else. I'd rather give Booker the credit. That's my point of view.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. That'd be cool if they get co-MVP for the finals, huh?
For the finals, but I mean they because nobody really does it that way anymore. The old school way where you're building your team through the draft because
it's still not nobody's old school. Even the Suns picked up Chris Paul. It's not old school. So stop saying that shit.
Well, would you consider 1993 old school, Hirsch? Is that old school?
No, they picked up Charles Barkley.
You think that's new school?
It's old school. They picked up Charles Barkley, but it's the same concept when LeBron went to different teams. I don't understand.
Hell no, it ain't the same concept. There's a huge difference.
Concept,
there's a huge difference because then, like, you look at Miami. Okay, maybe they drafted Dwayne Wade, but then they bring in LeBron James and then they recruit Chris Bosh. If you look at that second Cavs team, okay, yeah, maybe they drafted Kyrie, but then they brought in LeBron James and he had to come with Kevin Love. And then if you look at this current LA team, they didn't draft LeBron James. They didn't draft Anthony Davis.
The game's changed since then. But if you're going to compare Miami and how that happened, did Wade ever win a championship when LeBron got there?
Yeah, he won with Shaq.
He won with Shaq. So what happened there? So he worked with Shaq. So
that was D Wade though. D Wade's a different beast.
But who got MVP? Who got league MVP and who got NBA Finals MVP?
I actually have respect for Dwayne Wade, Herschel. I don't have a whole lot of respect for LeBron James. So
damn, so where does your hate come? Where does your hate from LeBron come from then?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
The hate for LeBron James for me is the reason why I think everybody hates LeBron is that he can't win a ring by himself. He's got to bring his super friends with him everywhere they go.
I think I analyzed it this year. He's like the Tom Brady of NBA, and people just hate him because I fucking hate Tom Brady. I'm with a passion too. So I now understand. Okay, so my bad, Brady's a cheater though, but LeBron never cheated. So I'm just saying, LeBron's just the greatest. He's the GOAT of our era, and everybody hates him. That's the reason why. Can't help it. 8 consecutive NBA Finals. How can you fucking
Justin? Who's the GOAT of your era?
Of what years would you say that?
I don't know. What year would you say is your era?
Okay, let's take LeBron James out of this because Herschel's kind of ruined the conversation.
No, I'm leaving it as is.
With all his salt on everything. He seems really hurt right now. So
pissed off. Fucking tired already.
That's what you get, man. That's
just that time of the month.
LeBron James is happy for
the Suns won, so he's all
for Chris Paul. He's happy for the Suns. He's happy for all of us. So appreciate that.
Let's okay. So Adrian Hirsch, I assume that you guys were NBA fans in the 90s. You guys remember the 90s NBA basketball?
Yes, sir.
Yep, got my starter jacket.
So I guess like thinking about those days, the GOAT obviously was Michael Jordan. because that the Suns couldn't get past that wall in 93. That's who they got stuck behind. MJ takes 2 years off in 94, 95. Then he comes back and then just like that wins 3 straight championships again. And so when I think about that 90s era of basketball, it's got to be MJ.
Now, I defer that it's Scottie Pippen's team. If you look at stats,
oh my God.
The only stats that MJ led besides Scottie was points. So look at it comprehensively.
That was not Scottie Pippen's team.
Think about when Jordan wasn't there in 94, 95 season, they went 63 and like 17 or some shit like that. I mean,
they weren't that good. They were
good.
No,
they were good. Look at their records without Jordan.
Right now, they were not that good.
Look it up right now. Look, without Jordan, the first and second season without Jordan, they made it all the way up to I think Western or the Eastern Conference Finals. And
I don't think that's true.
And their record was like 63 and I think 18, something like that.
All right, I'm gonna Google search it right now.
Yeah, go ahead, look it up. And look up stats for Scottie Pippen compared to Jordan. And I will say the East was weak. The East was weak because who won those 2 NBA Finals when Jordan was gone? The Western Conference.
Houston Rockets.
Yeah, the Western Conference. So you guys going to say the East was weak when LeBron played, while the East was weak when Jordan played. I'll say the same shit.
All right. In 93, 94, that was the first year of Jordan's retirement. The record was 55 and 27.
That's a good record.
Scottie Pippen's team.
Yep.
Not quite 60 wins, Hirsch. And they lost
what's the next season?
They lost in the conference semifinals. So I don't know if you know, but that's not the
That's pretty close.
Finals. So
that's pretty close though.
And
without Jordan.
94, 95, they had a record of 47 and 35.
Oh, Pippen got hurt.
Yeah. I think did Jordan come back that year?
That's not 60 wins either, Herschel.
55 is close enough. 55 game winning is good.
They lost in the conference semifinals.
Jordan came back in the finals that year.
That's not the Eastern Conference Finals, Hirsch.
Jordan came back that year. that finals. You remember when Magic beat them? Shaq beat them? So I'm just saying, man, you guys want to compare different eras. LeBron just right up in there, man. Eight consecutive NBA finals. You can't fuck with that.
How many of those did he lose? How many of those did he lose?
In this era, that's what I'm saying.
How many of those finals did he lose, Herschel?
4.
And how many did he win?
Oh no, he didn't lose 4. He lost like 6, 8. I don't know.
All right, let's stop talking about LeBron.
Let's stop talking about the GOAT. Let's talk about Suns.
Do you think that the Suns are going to easily beat whoever comes out of the East?
Oh man,
I feel pretty confident that whoever wins the East, that Phoenix can win in at least 6 games.
Yeah, I feel like when I was watching the Hawks versus the Bucks, like the game was so much slower and nobody's playing like defense, like good defense. Where
it was boring.
Where was the Clippers versus it's boring. Where the Clippers versus the Suns, everyone's playing tough defense and everybody's really good at offense also. So it was like a real fast paced game.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm very confident in the Suns to.
Yeah, my concept of this finals and the playoffs is. Too many hurt players, man. And I shared that with Jay, man. Like,
I want to hear about that.
Think about it. Bucks Giannis is hurt. Trey's hurt for the Hawks. Clippers, Kawhi, he's the best player for the Clippers. He's hurt. And then Suns, so Suns are going to win it.
This means it was meant to be. The stars aligned.
It's meant to be. But, it kind of sucks when injuries are playing a part of the victory. I'm not going to hate, but I'm just saying. It's the truth.
That was the question I keep asking Herschel. Name one single year where somebody didn't get hurt.
Last year. Yep. It was a COVID. It was a bubble, but nobody got hurt.
That was the definition of what do they call it? Mickey Mouse Championship, Herschel.
Well, just you guys get pride in that 9-0. I mean, we Suns went 9-0. We were prideful about that, right?
Yeah.
Well, same shit. We're prideful when LeBron won it.
Got to put Mickey Mouse ears on that O'Brien trophy, Hirsch.
I don't understand that. He got 4 of them, so put Mickey Mouse on all of them if you want to. He's still going to be the GOAT. I'm just happy the Suns are going to make it this year and actually win it, I don't know.
Yeah, how are you planning to celebrate that, Justin?
I think we lucked out, so we got tickets for game 1 and game 2.
Nice.
So
Did you really?
Yeah, for both games. And
how'd you get lucky?
They're expensive. Tickets are expensive.
Yeah, you get lucky. You just
Yeah,
forked
like
over the money.
Minimum of $500 to $600 just to get in the door. And like lower levels, I think that people are reselling them for $700 to $1,000. But we got some connections, so we
no, I know how you did it.
And then so
y'all sold the other ticket, game 4. How much money did you guys make off of that?
I don't know. That's the Reds famous wife's handling. So
she made about 4 G's, 5 G's, I'm guessing.
Nah, I don't think she made.
Man, my family put altogether. My family put about $200 in.
Yeah, no shit.
So that's just my family. So imagine everybody else.
Like, it's a good opportunity. You think about it.
It is. Fucking anybody sell your shit again.
The value on that was $1,200. So if you're spending $100,
that's not bad.
On tickets and you lucky and you win, then that's how much less you got to pay for it just to be able to go for 2 tickets.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess to cover a conversation that won't get Herschel all salty and mad and start.
I'm always salty and mad. Snap.
So you don't start crying on his own podcast. But go ahead. I mean, you think about like.
Keep going, shit. Nobody.
You ain't Hefe, Hirsch. You ain't Hefe. How many times I gotta keep telling you ain't Hefe?
I don't know what that means, but go ahead. I'm Huffy.
Like you think about a team that you followed forever, and so Hirsch, I know you're a Green Bay fan. I don't question you about that. A lot of other things I question you about, but like when you've been a Suns fan throughout the 90s,
it hurts.
All throughout these shit years. Like you get to a point where you feel like they're never going to win it. And so when they're here now, it's like, you're happy that they made it. Like when they won yesterday, I was so happy. I was jumping for joy. But then it's like, you still have that feeling at the back of your head. It's not done yet. Like you still got to win 4 more games.
Exactly.
And once they win those four games, then we can celebrate. Then we can start popping bottles and start, doing whatever it is that we want to do. And, I'm not a person, I was thinking about this today, is that I'm not a person, like, I'll never say, oh, they're going to win, like with confidence, because like, if you've watched sports long enough, that shit happens, that random shit happens, that freak injuries happen, that upsets happen all the time. And so it's like, you never count your chickens until they hatch. And so it's like, it's not until they get that 4th victory that I'm going to really start, talking about how I'm going to celebrate or talk about what it is that I'm going to do. I mean, I know that I don't care whether I work or not. I'm going to be at that parade though, when that happens for sure.
Oh yeah, same here.
But then like for like 3 of us, right? Like 3 of us. And I guess that's probably the best way that we can contextualize it. I know that this is a topic that Hirsch has been wanting to talk about, is that the 3 of us have played sports. And so like the 3 of us have, at least to a degree, have been there to where you're preparing, you're putting your heart and your soul into your sport. Because like when you think about like when you're in junior high school, when you were playing sports, like you might have not given a fuck about your academics, but shit, you cared about
Chill
sport.
out. Hey, calm down on that. We're all graduates.
It's a family show here.
Okay? It's a family show, yeah. We support academics before sports, let you guys know, but continue.
but you care more about sports to a degree. And so like, because I remember like, because in high school I ran cross country, played basketball, and ran track and field. And so like when you're in a position to succeed, whether that's like making state or competing at state and you're trying to win state, like you'll go above and beyond to try to accomplish that. And so like track and field, I remember that I would be practicing like at least 3 times a day. Like I'd go to school early ass in the morning, do my workout at 5 in the morning, go home, get ready, come back, go to school, do my schoolwork, do my classes. And then I do the regular practice. After the regular practice, after everybody goes home, then I stay and do more workouts with the coach that wanted to train me. And so I think that you two probably at least know what that's like, right?
Justin, were you the tallest one on your team or what?
I went to Tuba. I went to Tuba City High School.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wait, did you go to Gray Hills or Tuba?
I went to Tuba, man.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I think Hirsch said I think on another episode, Hirsch said you went to Gray Hills.
Yeah. No, that was Delmar. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, I could agree with you. I could agree with you exactly what you meant. Like, you don't celebrate until you've accomplished something. And obviously in sports, like, it takes practice, it takes dedication, and it takes hard work to get, where it is that you want. And like I posted yesterday, I said, one more step. Everybody was cheering, like, just because they got to the finals that you think we're going to win it. And I was like, nah, it's like, Suns, like, don't celebrate too quick, So I agree with you on that, Justin. Like, Suns fans, calm down. I'm happy, yeah, but shit, there's one more step, and don't celebrate too soon. But I am happy for them for being in the finals, which is an achievement since '93. So,
yeah, if we learned anything from this last election, we got to know that people can steal fucking wins. So you gotta fucking be careful, because obviously Herschel thinks Tom Brady cheated and won Super Bowl, so obviously it's possible, if that's true.
That's a whole different topic. See, I don't cheat when I was in high school, even in grade school or under when I was playing.
Here's another good topic for Justin is how the Spurs cheated, or the referees cheated for the Spurs to win back in the finals, or
when they played LeBron.
Finals.
When they play LeBron?
No, the Suns versus the Spurs.
Okay.
Versus the Spurs.
Yeah.
The game was rigged in some way.
Shout out to Steve Nash, man. That was a badass series.
It seemed like that. Like, I think that to accomplish something is so much more sweeter, like when you've been through all this heartbreak. Because, like, Suns fans, man, we've been through some fucking heartbreaks. Like, when you think about those Nash years, if you remember, I think it was that 2004 2005 season. That was that first year that they were really good. I think they won 62 wins that year. We made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals, and then we were playing against that San Antonio team that you're talking about. And I think we had Joe Johnson that year, and he broke his orbital bone. I think it was game. I can't remember if it was in that San Antonio series or if it was the series before, but he broke his face basically, and so he didn't play like the first 2 or 3 games of that San Antonio series, and he was like a big piece of that team. And I don't know if you guys heard his interview. He actually did an interview this year, Joe Johnson, and he said that his biggest regret in his NBA career was that he wished he would have stayed with the Suns, because he said that if he stayed with the Suns, then he thought for sure they would have won a championship that year. And that team should have won a championship, but it was like that, like his heartbreak every single year, because that year, that's when that happened. He broke his orbital bone in the playoffs. And then the following year in that 05 season, that's when Joe Johnson left. They traded Quentin Richardson. Amari Stoudemire had to have that arthroscopic knee surgery, and that pretty much took him out for the full season. And so it's like you just have Steve Nash, Sean Marion. They picked up Raja Bell, and I think they got Boris Diaw and a few other players. But then they still made it. They still made it to the Western Conference Finals. And then they had Dallas that year in the Western Conference Finals. But I think Raja, something happened to him. He got hurt towards the end. And then I think Sean Marion had a calf injury too. And then that kind of was our demise. And then the year after that, that's when that whole shit happened with Robert Horry. And like any Suns fan that was a fan back in those days despises Robert Horry. Hip check Steve Nash into the scorers.
That's what I was gonna say. Is fuck Robert Horry.
And then Boris and Amari come off the bench, and then they're suspended for the game after. And they didn't do nothing. They just stepped on the court.
They just stepped out of the court.
That's all they did.
Man, I was Delmar was on there right now, because I want to ask him a serious question. And the question I'm going to ask him is, was he a Suns fan or a Lakers fan during this whole rivalry between the Lakers and the Suns?
Damn, huh? I bet he was a Lakers fan.
I want clarification on that shit, and I have proof on that. If he's going to try to jump on the wagon like that. He's a Lakers fan. Just to let the fans or the listeners know, and the real fans, that Delmar's he's a Lakers fan, man. Look at his his posts.
With the that year we played the Spurs, was that the year that we beat the Lakers, or we came back 3-1 on the Lakers, or was that a different year?
That was the second year That was the second year. That was the 05 season when we had Raja, because it was in that series when we came back down 3-1. That's when Raja clotheslined Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he got suspended. But yeah, that was that year. And then, but I mean, like I guess to summarize what I was trying to say, but it's like you go through all this heartbreak, and then understanding like how hard it is to get to where it is that we're at right now. Because like that's I don't know if you guys are on Twitter often, but I'm on Twitter every single day because that's where I get a lot of my news information, especially about sports on Twitter. But there's a lot of people out there on Twitter talking shit about, the Lakers didn't have Anthony Davis, the Nuggets didn't have Jamal Murray, and the Clippers didn't have Kawhi. But then it's like that when you look at what we've been through, especially during those Nash years. Like
I say, fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
Absolutely care less, because then we've gone through series without our top guys. And so we absolutely know what that feels like. And so we don't care. Like, honestly, like if you're a true Blue Suns fan, been here since at least through the Nash years, like you really care. You could care less about playing a team that doesn't have their top guy.
I don't know, man. I'm a competitive man. I'm a competitive person in general. Like, I want to play the best team. That's just my mentality.
Like, you don't care.
I'm a Suns fan, I tell you, but I'm just saying in playoffs general, like all teams. I'm not just talking about the Suns. I'm talking about all teams. I want them to be all healthy. I want them to be injury free. I want everybody to be at their best, and if we're going to go into the playoffs. That's just my mindset, but I support Suns. I mean, like I said,
where that happens, Herschel?
But that's part of the game. You have to keep your body healthy. You have to stretch out.
Where that ideal season happens, Herschel?
When? Where?
It's on Madden 64 and NBA Live 2022. That's where that shit happens.
Yeah, that's why you take injuries off when you're playing Madden.
Only at Disney World does it work out like that.
You mean the bubble? See, the bubble is no injuries.
Bubble boys. Call LeBron bubble boy.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Justin. Who do you think is the greatest Suns player of all time?
Of all time?
Yep. That's a good question. There's a lot of good players.
That's a good one.
That's a tough one. That's because we're I guess technically we're kind of those teams. We're in a certain age category, because then like there's some old heads out there, like they'll be talking about the 1980 Suns, 1970 Suns, like Alvin Adams, Connie Hawkins, people that go way back.
Tom Chambers.
I've never seen play before, but then because I watched the Suns through the 90s, 2000s, and 2010s, for me it's like Kevin Johnson, Charles Barkley, Steve Nash.
Probably Shaquille O'Neal was the greatest Suns.
So all right, let me change the question up. Let me change this. Who's your favorite player? Top three.
I think it's probably a tie between Kevin Johnson and Sean Marion.
What? Yeah, you always been a Sean Marion fan.
But I think just depending on how D-Book's career goes, I think he might creep in there too. I respect the hell out of Devin Booker, man.
He still got to prove himself to me, to be honest. But yeah, I'm a Steve Nash and then Kevin Johnson. Dan Marley.
Well, if Devin Booker wins the championship, then he has to be the best Sun.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, well, he's top because he's the only one that brought the trophy home. Has a championship. Yeah, poor Barkley. But I don't know. There's a lot of good players, man. Like it might as well be Kevin Johnson and then Steve Nash and then. I don't know, man. It's just, and then I love Dan Marley. I just love 3-pointers. You guys know my game. I'm a good 3-point shooter, so that's probably why I like Dan Marley. Shoot, I am. I could play. We play horse. Get out of school, you guys. Guarantee. I'll put $50 on that right now.
Yeah, you think so?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. I don't think so. I know so. That's how confident I am.
I'll take that bet.
Take that bet too.
Adrian, you just look like a post-up guy. That's about it.
But in a game of horse, I'll do $50.
All right, we'll play sometimes in the near future.
When the pandemic's over.
When the real pandemic's over. But yeah, man. I don't know what happened to Delmore. I wish he was on. I mean, maybe because we're going to talk about the Suns, and he's not a true Suns fan, so he felt insecure.
He didn't feel like he belongs.
Yeah, he didn't feel. He probably didn't play high school sports either.
Probably chess. Is that where you were going with that?
I wanted to talk about high school sports, but I think Delmore was on the chess club. I don't know.
Damn. Well, he's in the math club.
I got to stick up for my boy Dell because then, in terms of his son's fandom, I have respect for him because he transitioned from being a Lakers fan to a Suns fan when the Suns weren't that good.
Bullshit. He did it just because LeBron was on the Lakers.
Yeah, just because LeBron switched over.
Yeah, so you can't give him props on that. If you look at, I shared those posts with you. Don't give him props on. He's a Lakers fan when their rival was between us and the Lakers. So fuck him. That's what I would say. You don't deserve to be on the
how
do you feel about Kobe Bryant? Like, were you a fan of him, Justin?
Man, I despised him, man. I despised him.
Same here.
But like he was one of those players though that like you hated him, but man, you had mad respect for him because like
just love to hate him.
He was somebody that I thought like kind of did it right. You know what I mean? Like he worked hard. He was always working on his game. Like, cause you see a lot of players that
played for the same team his whole career.
Bullshit. He kicked Shaq out, man. Don't say that shit.
He wanted to be a Sun too. I don't know if you guys remember.
But exactly. Elaborate on that shit. I was gonna bring that up.
When the Lakers were shit, like they were going through a real rough patch, and he wanted out. He wanted out of LA, and then he gave him a list. These are the lists of teams that I want to get traded to, and Phoenix was on there.
Yep.
But that never happened. But he did it.
Same thing with Jordan. Same thing with Jordan. Jordan wanted out. Not a lot of people don't talk about that shit. So that's what I mean by LeBron will change the game because he gave players the option to option out and then got them paid. So games change. That's all I'm gonna say.
But I mean, I like because I don't know like if you guys how you guys are because in the sports world, you know, like there's this whole conversation because like there are people that absolutely despise professional sports and I think they hate it because you know there's a business aspect that's intertwined with it. And I think that's what you're talking about, Herschel. And you know they prefer collegiate sports because it's still pure, at least you know to what we think is closest to purity in terms of just playing a sport. But like for me, I've always been into professional sports over collegiate sports, and I think that's just because like you get the best players in the NBA, you get the best players in the NFL, and the games are just so much more exciting because everybody's just on a different level. And then like that whole business side of it that really intrigues me because then it's like you know like it's almost like a chess game like now how it is, and it's like you know structuring a team, and like we're just talking about like how they structured Phoenix's team because they got a lot of young players through the draft and then brought in a few veterans, Chris Paul, Jay Crowder, even guys like we don't talk about a whole lot, Langston Galloway, Etwan Moore, Cameron Payne. And so like they add a little bit of experience to a team that absolutely has no experience at where they're at right now. And like a lot of analysts, they've been trying to knock Phoenix and say that they're not going to go far because they don't have the experience. But because they're in the finals now and that they've gone through 2 LA teams, a Utah team, they have experience. Like now they can't say that shit, that they don't have experience. They got experience now because they've tasted, they felt it. Shit, Book probably broke his nose like 3 times now after getting hit twice. And so, you know, like they're tested, you know what I mean? They're battle tested. And so whoever comes out of the East, man, like Phoenix, they're in a position to beat them, whoever comes out of the East. And I don't think that has anything to do with injury, because I honestly believe that even if Milwaukee had Giannis 100% healthy, even if Atlanta had Trae Young 100% healthy, I think that Phoenix could still beat either team.
Yeah,
I agree with that. But on the West side, I don't know. It's gonna be a good debate. But I'm for the Suns, like I said from the get-go.
So you're gonna have to sprinkle that Tuttadine next year, Hirsch, for all the NBA players to stay healthy. And
yeah, and then if not, then LeBron's gonna come over to the Suns, and we're gonna win 2 more championships with LeBron.
Hey, Adrian, did Herschel ever try to bet you? He said that. What was your bet, Hirsch? He said that LeBron was gonna win 2 more championships.
Yeah, I said right now.
In addition to what he has now.
Yeah.
Well, I think at the beginning of this year, I said he's going to win 2. Wasn't that the bet, or did I say after he got eliminated?
You said that he would get 2 more before he retires.
Oh yeah, I think he will. For sure, next year he's going to come back, get league MVP. He's going to get the champion. So that's a guarantee.
He probably won't get another championship unless he's like a assistant coach or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you never know. Look at Jason Kidd; he got a ring last year. Props to him. So you never know. But to answer your question, Adrian, I was really I hated Kobe, to be honest. I'm there with Justin. Like I hated him because man, he was good. I respected his game. But fuck, I could not stand him. That's one player I just cannot. Maybe that's the hate that I had that you guys have towards LeBron because he was that great. But you guys don't respect LeBron's game. That's the difference. And that's the thing that I don't like about fans today. They don't respect. They don't respect
on his name.
Yeah, exactly. They don't, because you look at LeBron, like he's going to be the all-time scorer in the history of the NBA, and you guys still can't give him respect. And you guys like 4 MVPs. He should have had 6 MVPs, league MVPs. And then he's a 4-time NBA champion. He's been to the finals 10 times. It's like, man, like how much does this guy have to do to prove to the fans and to say like respect his game, And that's probably why I get ignorant and I get mad and pissed off about people, because they don't respect him. Like he's done so much for the game. He's changed the game. He's changed the game for the players as well, to get paid, to have an option in their contracts, to know where they're going to go or how they're going to go and provide for their families. It changed the game, man. And people
he's a good actor too.
And he's going to be in space. He's in Space Jam 2. They're talking about acting.
Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear the Suns fans chanting? I think it was one of those games that when they beat LA in Phoenix, they were chanting Space Jam sucks.
I can say Space Jam sucks. We all no, it doesn't. It looks like you only see the previews. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Based on the previews, it looks like it sucks.
You ain't gonna watch it. Don't watch it. I don't give a shit about you. I'm taking all 10 of my nephews. I'm taking shit.
I got a question for you two. I got a question for you two. Talking about fandom, right? Because like that's something that I mentioned earlier. Is that I think when probably like 2 years ago, there was like 10 people on my whole timeline talking about the Phoenix Suns, and so like talking about fandom, like I think there's this division of hardcore fans. That means that you watch the team no matter what, whether they suck or whether they're good. And then there are fair weather teams. I think those are fans that only watch when the team's good. And then there are bandwagon fans. And so it's so what's your interpretation of those 3 different categories? Where would you put yourself in those 3 different categories?
I'm a diehard fan, man.
Shut the fuck
ride and die.
Oh my god.
But Adrian, you answer that. Let's answer
probably somewhere between, hardcore fan and fair weather fan, just right in the middle probably. Because sometimes like when the Suns sucked, dude, I couldn't even watch it because it was just so horrible. And yeah, but like I could see the potential when we got Book and when we got Ayton. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start, following the team because I see the potential here.
And then Hirsch said he was a bandwagon fan.
Yeah, Hirsch is just getting pulled, hanging onto the bandwagon, getting dragged to the dirt right now.
God damn. I'll share like my perspective. Okay, I was followed the Suns because my family's a huge Suns fans. My brother, my brother Carlos, diehard fan. I give him that much respect, just as much as he's probably more of a fan than you. Like this motherfucker get crazy when they lose, and throughout the whole time, you can't watch a game with him.
Yeah, I seen him throw chairs at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was right there next to him,
bro. Like even when they had the sorriest season, his losses, he gets mad. I'm like, dude, we're gonna lose. Chill the fuck out. You're gonna lose. Like he still was mad, thinking they might win. When they're like, I don't know. So Carlos how he is, but he's a diehard fan.
So Justin, do you think there's or go ahead, finish what you're saying.
So what I'm going to say about Ayton, when we drafted Ayton, I was pissed because I fucking do not like him, but I respect him now in some sense. But I think Luka would have been a better pickup for us as a Suns.
Damn, what do you think about that, Justin? Luka versus Ayton, who would you rather have?
I'm glad that we chose Ayton. The way that I think about it is that like I would agree with anybody that ever said that as an overall player, that Luka and Trae Young are going to be more skilled or are going to be bigger stars, bigger superstars, or seen in that light. But I think that DeAndre Ayton gives the Suns something that we've never had, and that's like a really good center. Like if you look back all those years, like we've never had a really good center. Like Amari Stoudemire, he was probably truly a real power forward. You got guys like Kurt Thomas in the 90s. You got Oliver Miller and Mark West. You know what I mean? Nothing against those guys, but they're not going to be all-stars. They were never all-stars, but DeAndre Ayton, like he can be an all-star. And so
see, let me stop you there. You said they could not be, and you said he has the potential. So you're still comparing apples to apples. They're not totally different. They're Ayton hasn't proved himself. That's what I'm saying. And you already jump into the conclusion that he's an all-star. He's going to be the most, like we talked about Stoudemire going to be like that. You know, the potential. He's not better than Stoudemire. Don't compare him to Stoudemire.
This is two Phoenix Suns fans talking about Suns basketball, Herschel. I'm pretty sure you could find Lakers.
I'm not talking about Lakers. I'm talking about I just
go talk to other Laker fans about the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm talking between Ayton and Stoudemire. You're comparing, like, you know, Stoudemire is way better than Ayton. Don't ever debate that just because Ayton, you know, has proven himself. But what if he chokes in the finals?
I just said that Stoudemire wasn't a true center, Herschel. And DeAndre,
for us, as a Suns, he was.
That's where the small ball got invented, Herschel.
Yep. Anyways, but continue on.
Now, if I can continue my lesson, Herschel, without interruptions, and if you can please raise your hand.
You never proved that Luka was better. I think Luka still was better than Ayton. That's my proof. Luka was better. Period.
No, but like what I was trying to say before I was so really interrupted by the angry LeBron James fan there is that I think
LeBron's still better than everybody.
DeAndre Ayton's going to give you an aspect that Luka and Trae would never give Phoenix, and that's that size, the ability to use a big man in certain ways to leverage games, and they showed that. They showed that in the series against the Clippers. They showed that against the series in Denver. You had kind of small glimpses of it throughout the regular season when Phoenix played Utah, that Ayton had some pretty decent games against Rudy Gobert. And so anytime that Phoenix goes against a team that's big, then now you have DeAndre Ayton to be able to match up against those teams. But then like Luka and Trae, no matter how good that they are, like they'll never give you that, you know, that ability to match up to a big team. But having DeAndre Ayton gives you that ability to match up to a big team. So like I'll completely agree with everybody that wants to say Trae and Luka are overall better players or bigger stars, but they just give you they give Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton gives Phoenix an ability to have strength on the side of the ball that they've never had strength before, and that's underneath the basket.
Plus,
that's your opinion.
Plus, at the time of the draft, we already had Book, and so we didn't need Luka at the time.
Yeah, and then plus Luka wants out of Dallas already, so
yeah, he does. Yeah, so we might pick him up. He's coming to the Lakers. LeBron's already recruiting him. But I think you're saying Ayton is just a role player, which I respect that. It is true. But Luka does bring a different perspective to the game. And I think Luka and Booker, if they play together, then obviously it's an easy championship. That's the way I look at it. But with
Luka would be crying out of Phoenix. That's how that would work out.
No, I just don't like Ayton, period. That's my perspective. And I shared with you with that. Even though he's a Suns, I just never liked his ass. I'm a hate so Hirsch, on that.
One of the other things you wanted to talk about was the U.S. Olympic team. Is there anything specifically you wanted to comment about the U.S. Olympic team?
No, I think it was a conversation that we had in our pod, and I think one of the previous pods we were talking about. What do you guys think about the new? I don't know about the squad. Like KD's the leader on this, right? There's a lot of players that actually declined to be in the Olympics. Their roster, so it'd be interesting to see what they're gonna have.
Before we get into that, Justin, what's up with Ayton wearing Pumas, playing basketball?
He's trying to get a. Go ahead.
He's got a deal. He's got a deal with Puma.
Fucking Puma, get the fuck out of here.
He's got a deal with Puma. They got other basketball players under contracts too, but I know they just started very recently starting to give contracts out to basketball players. But yeah, he's signed with Puma.
And Justin, what do you think about this U.S. Olympic team situation?
I actually pretty I like it. I like that they got younger players on there, because I think that, like, when it comes to NBA players, like, I think the more seasoned and older you get, I think that your focus is really more on your own personal gain, because then, like, you think about the NBA, it's like I don't know what they say that the average career span, they say it's like 4 to 5 years, very short, but obviously the players that we follow the most, they lost a lot longer than that. And so it's like you understand that these players are trying to optimize their financial income. And so if you're going to be playing basketball 10 months out of the year, or even more than that, then it opens the door more for things like injury and things like that. And so if you're getting hurt, then it's not going to help you to get a new deal if that's something that you're looking for, or an extension on an existing deal. And so I think that that's probably why a lot of the older veteran players are less likelier to commit to something outside of the NBA. But these younger players that want to prove themselves, because I mean, I think that's cool as hell, especially like for Booker right now. He's got an opportunity to win an NBA championship and an Olympic gold medal in the same year. And so, like, being 24 years old, if I was 24 years old and that opportunity was presented to me, I definitely jump on that. So, but yeah, I liked actually, I do like the roster with these younger players on there.
Yeah, I mean, same here. I mean, there were, I mean, and in the ones that opted out, I think a lot of them are looking at their career and injuries, and they're just giving a little more respect to the younger ones to have that opportunity. LeBron is in his age, 80. He's injured. A lot of these players, like Stefan, they're all.
Do you guys ever watch? Do you guys ever watch the Olympic games, like basketball games?
Yeah, I do.
I'm all about it.
You guys like stay up all night and like 3 a.m.
No, they have the recorded
games.
They have the recorded versions that they have on ESPN. So I watch those every once in a while. But I'm interested. I'm wondering why KD playing. With his injury, that was surprising that he's gonna play in the.
He's just gonna ride the bench. He just wants to go to.
You think so?
Where's the games gonna be held at?
Tokyo.
Oh, Tokyo.
Ooh, Tokyo.
Hey, so I got a question for you two, since we're all AIS majors.
We're done with sports. Shit.
This relates to Olympics, because then, like, like how American Indian studies, what the I guess the narrative that they create, especially through ASU, it's kind of like really anti-US government, right? And so it makes me laugh. Like, how do you guys feel about cheering for American athletes during the Olympics? Because I always tell people that during the US Olympics is really the only time that I'm actually patriotic.
I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron like throws the game when they play China, and LeBron just throws away the game, and he just fucking hands it to them.
I would support LeBron if he's gonna do that. Put your hands up. Black Lives Matter. Let's do it. Global awareness. Space Jam 2.
When he
Space Jam 2 is
the China Communist Party
in Tokyo and China. They're gonna make billions of dollars off that. So Space Jam 2, y'all go watch that shit. It's gonna be lit.
I think their currency is yen, Hirsch. So I don't know what the.
Yeah, I don't think a billion yen is actually that much money.
Yin and yang. He's gonna make millions off of that shit, man.
You might be a billionaire in China already, Hirsch.
He is.
Damn.
So he's already promoting his shit out there. Space Jam 2 already came out over there. So chill out. Already promoting it before the Olympics.
I would be surprised if the NBA moved to China and just became a Chinese thing.
But to answer your question in regards to being patriotic and whatnot, like, I support the players. I don't support the United States and all this shit. Like, shout out to the other players that go overseas and are from different countries. I support them too. Like the Gasol brothers. This is the last time they're going to play in the Olympics, so I support them. But if they want to boycott the United States and boycott Canada, I'll support that too. Fuck Canada right now. That's my AIS mindset. I support the players
Damn,
before I support
I
the
thought you
country.
said you like Canada better than America. That's what you're saying in the pod.
I used to.
In the chat.
Yeah, I'm part
I thought you
Catholic.
were trying to get that Canadian healthcare.
Yeah, that's good shit, man. We're trying to get that healthcare, man.
First Nations.
Yeah, we're hurting over there. Hope they burn more churches.
If you ever want like hypothetically, if you're an athlete in the Olympics and you want a gold medal, what would you do, like standing on the pedestal when they're trying to play the United States national anthem?
What I would do?
Yeah, take a knee.
Just walk off. Fuck that. I'll give my statement. Say I'm indigenous. I'm American. I'm Navajo. Give me my goddamn flag.
What's the Navajo?
Play my Navajo
national anthem.
I'll make one up before I get to the Olympics and win a gold. And make
Chandine Parrish singing the Star Spangled Banner in Navajo.
Fuck that shit. I hate that shit. I hate it when Navajo sing that shit in Navajo. It's a disgrace to our language. It's a disgrace to a Navajo nation. It's a disgrace to all of our warriors on the Navajo Nation when we sing that shit in fucking Navajo. God, I'm mean.
Wait, Justin, how do you feel about it? Before you move on,
the national anthem.
Well, about that, like just USA team, and being, I guess, patriotic.
I think about that quite often because I know
it's 4th of July. We got 4th of July coming up.
I'm gonna have my stars and stripes on the 4th of July, but the United States isn't the only country that has that dilemma, because like there's indigenous peoples in a lot of these different countries that don't agree with the policies of those countries that they represent. And so I always wondered that, like, if I ever won a gold medal in something, like what would be my reaction? And it's funny because you guys remember a certain professor at ASU in our AIS program. She would always tell us that every time that the national anthem was being played anywhere, she wouldn't stand, she would just sit. And it was from her that
Same here, man.
Yeah, it was from her that I was inspired to do that. And so sometimes, at Suns games, they'll be playing a national anthem and I'll be sitting in my chair and kind of looking around and seeing who wants to kick my ass because I'm not standing during the national anthem. And then being back here on the res, because that's a practice that they do too at all the res schools. They play the national anthem before all sports games. And then so, I'm the asshole that's sitting on the bench while everybody else is standing up. And, the res famous wife is like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. And I think I do the exact same thing that you do now, but I the only thing I do is I take my hat off, at least out of respect for the people who died. That's a given.
Yeah, and it's a tough thing, because I mean, like that, like I have absolutely no respect for the colonized history that the United States played in how they basically kind of destroyed our people, destroyed our lands and such. But I mean, I do still have respect to a degree for like veterans, that go off and experience what it is that they do, because I think that there's definitely they definitely deserve respect for that. And so it's kind of like a Hirsch is shaking his head. It's kind of like a Colin Kaepernick thing, right? Because if you guys learned about how he started kneeling, because he said that he didn't kneel at first, that he just sat on the ground and he wouldn't stand up. But I guess he had an in-depth conversation with a veteran, and it was his conversation with a veteran to where he kind of met in the middle ground and started taking the knee, because I guess that means something in the military when you take a knee during the national anthem. And so that's how that started. It's just like this crazy balance that you have to have when it comes to things like that.
So what do you think? So what's your position on like having the Black Lives Matter stuff on the basketball court and people doing these demonstrations, like kneeling for the anthem, like all in front of everybody? And like, do you think that affected because to me, it seems like it affected the game in a negative way, in that the viewership dropped. And now this year they're doing away with all that stuff. We don't have LeBron James,
It's because of COVID. Shut up with saying that shit.
You. Hey, Dell's back. News. Now you can ask him that question, Hirsch.
But what's your position on that?
Let's finish this conversation. We'll get it down.
You know what? I support it, man. Like I support it, because I don't know if you guys remember. I can't remember what happened. It was a long time ago. It was during the Nash years. and there was some sort of racial injustice, something that happened, and then the leader of black people, Reverend Sharpton,
the leader of black people, he said.
God damn, Al Sharpton,
Al
my
Sharpton.
boy.
Damn.
Boy.
Hey,
Shout out
who's
to Al
the
Sharpton.
leader of Native people?
I think it's
Jonathan Ness. Hey.
They did some sort of march through Phoenix, and I remember I think it had to do with the Latin community. It had to do with the Latin community because the Suns, they chose to wear their low sun jerseys on that night, and I think they did it in
Remember that.
Whatever was going on, and I'm certain it had to do with the Latin communities. But I mean, like for me, you know, like I think that as much as people want to say that you should keep politics out of the workplace, you should keep protesting out of the workplace, you should keep, you know, all of these things out of the workplace, but it's like people make up the workplace. Like we're people, and so especially like when you're an oppressed people, that you should have the ability to, you know, stand up and kind of voice your concerns, voice your opinions, or voice your whatever when shit ain't going right in your communities. And so, you know, I supported it.
But they're not oppressed though. Moving on.
Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say. Asian don't believe that we're suppressed. He thinks that we're good.
Delmar, you missed.
We're good at
Delmar's on
Indians.
Delmar's on here on the line. Welcome, Delmar, for joining the sweat.
Hey, but before we move on, I want to give a shout out to Mohammed Abal Rawouf from the Denver Nuggets for sitting down for the very first time and got hate for that back in the 90s. So I'll just give a shout out to him before Kaepernick. So go ahead.
Well, Delmar, we're talking about the Suns and NBA, so you missed the whole hour. So
you missed Herschel bitch and cry for about.
Yeah, 30. This dude was fucking seriously about to cry, dude. I was keeping
it real.
Why
we real with these guys? Damn, it's so static. But I was keeping it real with these guys, and they hated on me just because I brought up some real shit, and they didn't know how to counter it. They just called me a baby.
Why were you guys calling him a baby?
Because we were talking crap about his boyfriend, LeBron James.
Yeah.
Ooh,
we're being criticized.
That's not really why.
Oh, that's not why you were about to cry?
No. I was going to cry because I don't cry, first of all.
All right, Delmar, did you bring a list? We got to get into a list for the second half.
Oh, we got to get into a list. Give me a minute. Hold on. I got to shout out one of our listeners. One of our good listeners asked me to shout out someone. Let's see. Let me get to the DM really quick. Hey, shout out to Kayanaba for completing her master's degree.
Oh yeah, shout out to you, Kay.
Yeah, you're just a real good auntie. You're gonna make someone a good wife someday. A hoe.
I don't know. Can you be a wife and can you be a good wife and have a career at the same time? I don't know. That's yet to be seen. I've yet to see one.
You want me to call Carl and find out the answer to that question?
Yeah, let's get Carl on this pod right now and get the expert.
Okay, I got a list from the Men's Journal. You guys want to start it? But but shout out to Kay. We're just kidding about the man, but that's a great job. Now you have to go get your PhD. Sam said to go get your PhD. So YAFs, actually, my pod brothers will tell you to go get your PhD. Not me. I don't believe in that.
Not me.
Now just go get married, get pregnant, have some kids.
Yeah, get a man to take care of you. You can stay home and raise your kids, and I don't know. That sounds like a good life to me.
Damn, chill out, Adrian Samuels.
Hey, shout out to Kevin Samuels, dude. That guy's a fucking G.
All right, guys. Here's the top 10 positions that will get her off every time.
My God.
Okay. Damn it. Wait, Justin, are you okay with this? Last time you guys got all sensitive and scared. He's already off now.
Yeah. I think now I'll stick around. I'll play the Neff role for this one.
All right, cool.
I know you. Yeah.
You know he's nasty.
All right,
the first position is edge of the bed. And so the way I describe this is the girl's her butt's kind of hanging off the bed and the guy is standing up straight.
Yeah, that's good.
Her legs are like by his biceps. Like her feet are by his biceps. So.
Wait, time out. Natives don't have butts, so how can we
try
to think about it, visualize it?
No,
Well,
some of them do. Depends on what tribe you're. Navajos don't have butts.
Some Navajos do.
Do they?
Hopis don't either. Hopi has it's kind of weird.
There's a few.
Yeah. There's always a few. Hirsch, why are you being like that?
I guess the ones I hook up with, they don't have butts. So my apologies to you guys.
Damn. What do you grab onto then?
Her sides,
Her muffin top,
her tailbone.
Hey, I got a question for Adrian and Delmar.
Go for it.
Go for it.
I'm not answering this one.
Y'all have known Herschel for a long time, and I give Herschel a lot of shit because I've known
he does.
Adrian and Delmar probably for at least 5 years, and I think that I've probably seen at least both of you guys with a female companion in some circumstance or situation, but I ain't
just calls us out.
I ain't never seen Herschel with a woman ever, and so I always kind of question how that you have some sort of contribution to these types of.
I want to hear this shit. Go ahead. My shit's static. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
Hey, we're all about that affirmative action over here. We gotta get diverse opinions on this pod, so we included him.
Yeah, when he's prepared to tell you guys exactly why you've never seen him with someone of the opposite sex, we're gonna be in full support of that.
I'm not worried about what I am, but I think Justin we go in the DMs, we talk about this shit. Damn.
Sorry. Oh shit! Did the mic catch that?
Yeah.
It did. Shit.
Sorry about that.
And then Justin's always talking shit. I never seen you hooked up with anybody. I never seen him hooked up with somebody except the famous wife. That's how the same concepts go back to him. It's like I'm not worried about his sex life and shit like that, but he's worried about my sex life. I'm like, don't worry about that shit. And that's my I'm a gentleman. I don't tell.
It's because you get so offended when I accuse.
I don't.
You of playing.
Yeah, Delmar can attest to that.
And then you try to come back and act like you're this ladies' man, and I'm like, oh, Hirsch, I've never.
I'm
seen
a freak.
Sorry.
I'm a freak. No, I mean, I don't know what you guys mean, but I mean, like, offensive meaning like how? How am I offensive that I'm not gay? Like, I don't know if you guys think I'm gay. I'm not gay, so. There's nothing else to say about it. Elaborate on that. I mean, I'm not sus.
I don't know. I think there's nothing wrong with being
has a bunch of dudes in his DM trying to.
Because I think everyone, people think I'm sus. So
I shared with you guys. A lot of people thought Delmar was gay.
Okay, I said the reservation's becoming more supportive. It's okay.
Oh yeah, it's Pride Month.
It's Pride Month. Oh, Pride Month's over.
We're ending it.
You had your chance. Now you gotta wait till next year, Hirsch.
Yeah, Hirsch, you can be sacred.
All right, I'm just gonna celebrate a new month.
You can be a deity.
LGBTQ. You're supposed to be the good ally. You didn't even support me through a whole month. It's fucked up.
Damn. Well, I was too worried about Men's Health Month. I was trying to bring it out of you.
I was trying to bring that shit up to everybody, but everybody wanted to talk about LGBTQ shit. I'm like, all right.
Hey, did you guys catch the way the Clippers owner was grabbing on people's dicks when he got all excited?
Yeah, he's all rubbing his
yeah, he's all rubbing their thighs.
Yeah.
My mom saw that shit. She's like, that guy's scary. She don't know who he was, but she caught that shit when I was watching the game with her.
When you're a billionaire.
You can just touch whoever, whenever.
Touch whoever.
I'm not grab him by the pussy.
And do that.
God, why do you say that?
Well, first of all, Trump ain't no billionaire.
That's where Justin was going with that.
No. Trump ain't a billionaire, so he's grabbing pussy for no reason. I don't know why he's doing it. He shouldn't be doing it, first of all. So fuck him.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get onto this list. I don't know where
what's the next
went off track with Justin. Come up with your questions and legit questions. You're
no, but that's a good question because, like, how's Hirsch is going to be able to talk on these topics on these lists if he's I guess you can
I've
speak
been in
from
5 relationships in my life. I'll share that much.
Actually, you know what? Maybe Hirsch is the one that's laying off the bed. You know what? He's at the edge of the bed.
God damn.
Yeah, you got an ass.
I got a booty, so
damn.
I don't know. I never look.
Don't look.
I should have said, "Damn, yeah, you do."
I couldn't tell underneath those huskies.
Well, a lot of guys like girls that have hair all the way down to their ass, Hirsch. So
what the fuck? We all have
growing it.
I don't think any of us have. I'm not judging, so I'm gonna move on. Fuck this.
Right, what's the next?
What's the next position?
Yes.
This is this is your position. It's called the CAT. It's the coital alignment technique. It's a penetrative sex position designed to stimulate the clitoris. Ooh. It is a modification of missionary position where the woman has her legs together and the man has his apart.
Damn.
The man then uses his legs to move his entire body. You know what?
I can't picture it.
It sounds like some daddy long legs. So Adrian, that's probably you right there. The daddy long leg shit. I don't know.
Oh, no, let me see. So it's a modified missionary position. So you guys all know what missionary looks like. My favorite position,
flat, right? Her legs together.
Yeah.
You mean colonizer position?
Do you have a picture to show us? Let me see.
You want me to show you?
Is there a picture? I don't know.
I'm going off of a website. So if you want to give me the share screen, I can.
Right. You're trying to put this on YouTube. Y'all ain't gonna last long.
Oh, good.
Oh, we're good. Don't worry. We're not worried like you, Justin.
Yeah, man. This is
You guys see it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We got.
So this is cat.
Damn. How would that even work right there?
Oh, that's a badass position.
Well, see, her legs are together.
Yeah.
And the man has his apart. So yours are spread like that, and I guess hers are like this. So you're kind of like this.
I think you have to be a gooey duck gang.
Yeah, you got to be at least 6 feet or 6 feet. You at least have 6 inch.
Hey, that's for COVID.
Yeah. Fuck, obviously that ain't COVID.
Hey, see, that's why he's not getting any ass, Justin, because of COVID. He's doing his part. He's staying 6 feet away.
That's my excuse.
Your shrimp dick, Hirsch.
Hey, I got a question, Justin. Are you shrimp dick or are you gooey dick?
I'm a big dick gang.
Oh,
what's your Hopi? Never heard of Hopi like that.
Gooey duck.
He's your Hopi. I've never seen him like that.
God, I said never heard. I didn't say seen. Hey, you just put words in my mouth. Man.
I want to put something else in your mouth too.
Hey, see that? See what I got to deal with, Justin?
Hey,
what is that right there? The Amazon. What? That's racist. But
oh, see that? Remember when me and Neff were talking about the girl fucking you?
Damn.
This is the position.
Oh, the Amazon.
Yeah. How did that feel, Hirsch?
I could get into that position.
I don't think natives could do the Amazon because
why?
Their bellies are too big. Look at this. You can't roll them
like
up like
both
that.
her and him.
both their bellies are too
big. So the Amazon, right away, know that this position requires some added effort and flexibility, but it pays off for the woman by offering lots of control. So basically, for the listeners, the man is laying on his back. He's got his legs, his knees kind of pressed up to his chest, and the lady has her legs over the back of his thighs. Yeah. So she's on top with her hands on his knees. So basically, she's got you in missionary, a modified missionary.
Yeah. Looks like a Cowboys position, a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yeah, she's definitely in the dominant position right there. Mm-hmm.
Would you guys try that?
I would.
I know wrong with that.
I don't know because
it's just weird though.
Okay, Dallas, send me this link.
All right, got you. It's mensjournal.com, health fitness, new sex positions that women love.
Yeah, 10 sex.
Oh, these are what women love. Okay. But damn, I never heard of that shit though. Hey, any of you girls done that to you guys?
Any of you girls?
Or any girl, I guess I'm talking to the listeners. Any girls done this before? Like that's weird.
Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the DMs which one. Let us know in the DMs which ones you guys like best.
If you're a woman that likes this, DM Hirsch.
Yeah, Amazon.
Who wants to Amazon me?
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Hey, did you get the link, Justin?
Can't have a belly though.
I think
Damn, that's fucked up. Hey, is my mic static? Whoa, what position? That's mine right there. The Sunday afternoon. That's my shit right there.
Yeah, that's a half
full.
No. This guy is twisted up with her.
Yeah, look at her fingers too. Why she got some freaky ass fingers?
Hey. Okay, this is looking half full. I mean,
so for the listeners, this one is called the Sunday afternoon, and I'll read a little bit about it. The ease of this position inspires its pleasant name, and it's another great choice for full access to the clitoris.
Hey, what's the clitoris, guys?
I don't know. I've never found it.
I've never seen it before either.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it's a myth.
I heard it was a mythical creature.
Anyway, what was it? The position is a variation of an X position, like scissors. Hey, scissors.
That's a weird one. I consider that to be a half full, to be honest. But I don't know about the Sunday. The Sunday kind of
the guy's like laying on his side.
But he could slip into a half full with that.
Yeah, he could slip into a half full.
Sounds like some wrestling move shit.
he's going for the half full.
Hey. Oh no, he's going to Sunday afternoon. Nope, he slipped into the half full.
Oh, she's tapping out.
He's reversed.
She's done. She's done.
He can't find the clitoris.
Hey,
fuck. So he switches it into a half full. There. Yeah. Anyways.
All right. What's the next one?
I like that move though.
I gotta send this to Justin. Justin, you get the link yet?
No, I didn't come through, but that looks like a submission hold from WCW.
Oh yeah, hey, Justin's a big wrestling fan. He knows all these moves. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He does know this hold.
Stretch out the groin on that.
You practice this at home?
Yeah. do you put wrestling moves on your lady?
With my what are those wrestling buddies? Wrestling buddies.
Those things.
He's me and Carl when we're on our off time.
Make Carl
our pod break.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been power bombed?
Jackhammered?
Yeah.
I've been jackhammered, power bombed. Yeah. How about choke slam?
Choke slammed.
And when we were little kids, you're talking about, right? Our real.
No, yesterday.
I thought you guys were talking about sex.
I was like, yeah. I was like confused. I was like, what the fuck?
He's like, yeah, I'm at the chapter meeting. Gets jackhammered.
I got jackhammered at the fucking powwow.
RKO'd. You're just walking to pick up your slush puppy.
Damn, that's fucked up, man. But yeah, we're little kids. I used to play with my brothers, and I used to do the shit. It's crazy.
So the Sunday afternoon, you guys need to try it.
Like a scorpion deathlock.
Dang. All right, here's the next one. The Pirate's Bounty.
That looks familiar.
That looks kind of fun.
Yeah.
I think we've all done that one before.
Yeah, I think so too.
Pirates Pounding.
Oh, so, to the listeners, if you guys want a visual, go take a look at our YouTube video. You can see what we're looking at, right, Adrian?
Yes, and then smash the like button.
Subscribe.
Share with your friends.
Grind on that like button, please.
Grind on it.
You know what I didn't realize about YouTube was people always ask you to subscribe, but they never really tell you why. But it's because if you get a minimum amount of subscribers, YouTube breaks off some change for you for your ads. So that's why they want you to subscribe, and that's why I want you to subscribe. So being real here.
Yeah, we want your change.
Subscribers.
Yeah.
1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, it's 1,000 just for YouTube to break off some change.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck.
Then 100,000, you get a pretty plaque.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Damn, you already got 100,000 subscribers, J-Man?
We're about 999,000 subscribers away from
999,000. Shut up.
He said
away from.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, yeah. Moving back to the Pirate's Bounty. The Pirate's Bounty is kind of strange. The girl looks like she's, if you guys are familiar with the figure 4, actually, this looks more like a sharpshooter.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, because her leg is kind of looks like her right leg looks like her foot is going over the back of her knee, right?
And she's pink like Bret Hart.
Damn, shout out to Bret Hart, man. Rest
Hart
in peace.
Foundation.
Yeah,
Bret Hart died?
no, he's still alive.
Or his brother, was it?
Damn, Why are you putting that on Bret Hart?
My bad, Brett.
You're just like Neff. Remember when Neff killed DMX?
God damn.
Yeah, he did. Shout out to Bret Hart. Keep breathing.
Shout out to the Hitman.
So the Pirate's Bounty, this is for couples looking for something outside the norm. It allows for both deep insertion and total clitoris stimulation. So it's a big win-win. Can you imagine like doing this with someone that you're in a relationship with? You just have like your computer open and you're just like looking over trying to get the legs correctly. That'd be awkward. Yeah, you see like the hey Hirsch, when you're having relations, do you take off your glasses when you're fucking?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah,
are you still able to find your way around without your glasses?
I'm not that blind, so I can still see. I'm a far. What do you call it? Far side or near side or whatever. But I can't see far.
Can you imagine?
I can see near sighted.
Can you imagine trying to be romantic and like lighting a candle, but forgetting to take off your glasses? So when you're like boning, she's just seeing like the flicker of the candle off the glare of your glasses.
Or your glasses start fogging up.
Oh, that's fucked up. Wearing a mask.
And chill out, public health expert.
He's all double masking.
Safety first, man. Shit. You guys go raw dog. Shit.
Double condoms, double mask.
No, he's wearing two masks, but no condom.
Try to pop out some kids, man. Shit.
He's all more worried about COVID than sexual transmitted diseases.
Yeah, diseases went down actually during the pandemic. Oh, I like that position.
Oh, right, yeah, that's a good one right there.
All right, this one, the position number 6 is mastery. It's called kneeling. This version of woman on top doesn't ask for much physical effort from either partner. Just give her control and him. Wait, just give her control, access to her clitoris and breasts. You know what? This is a really good position. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I think that's the number one position.
Yeah, any position, but you know what? It can make you bust quick though.
You just throw her off. Hey,
look on me.
Fuck. Yeah, I think that's number one. Was it? Is this categorized for like number 1 to top 10, or is it just in random orders?
It's just in random orders, but I would have to say this is maybe top 3.
Top three. Yeah. But I wouldn't know though because I don't have sex. Like what Justin said.
The only problem is I don't want anyone not wearing pants on my love seat.
Well, you gotta put a towel down on it.
Yeah, look at him. He looks like he's asked to the seat right there.
Probably all sweaty and shit.
I think most of those positions is like in back of the car when I was younger. I don't know if you guys had a lot of that shit.
Hey Delmar.
What?
Last time I was at your house, I took my pants off and sat on your nice sofa.
Dang.
You're sleeping, so I thought you wouldn't mind. So I'm sorry about that.
Shout out to you.
Hey,
that's why I missed the episode that one time.
Pink eye shit.
I couldn't see. Hey.
Oh, wait. Top 3. Oh, that's an easy one.
All right, number 7 is doggy style. You guys like that position?
You think you could doggy?
I hate that style, dude.
You think you could do the doggy style with the half fold from the back?
It's gross.
Why don't you like doggy style?
No, just
you lift one leg up and then doggy style. Get it?
I don't think you could do a half full with doggy style.
I think you could. Or figure.
She'd have to stand up though. It's like for her to get her leg over your shoulder.
I always cramp up though. It sucks in that position.
Have you ever got a cramp while you were?
Yeah, fucking hurts, man. I hate that shit.
And it just throws off everything because you're like just there, and then you just start laughing. Like I started laughing. To be honest with you,
that was laughing, right? Because you were doing that, and
I started laughing. What the fuck?
Because you're there, you're in there. You're trying not to like feel it, and it just like you just get the cramp, and you're like fuck, and you can't do anything about it, and it's just awkward because you have to just stop.
I thought you were talking about when you're doing doggy style, you just start laughing.
Oh no, talking about the cramp.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Doggy style laughing. He's probably the fuck we thinking and shit.
So, Delmar, do you like doggy style or the missionary style or colonizer style better?
I like. I'm always gonna say colonizer style.
But this is not doggy style is not indigenous style, so don't put that shit in like so get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I think it is. I think it is.
No, it's not.
I think I'd vouch for that.
They probably learned from the animals, you know.
Yeah.
I told you that's one of our taboos. We're not supposed to have sex like animals.
What?
Who even said this is doggy style though?
The medicine man, a great wise man.
I think it's wolf style actually.
If you're a wolf clan, you could do it.
I'm going to the next one. Damn.
What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Scissors.
No.
You know what? I always used to think that this was for two women.
Yeah.
How they call it scissors.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I never seen that for men though.
She's all throwing gang signs.
Yeah, she is. Damn, chilling.
She's about to throw her blood. She must have some.
If there's any women out there that want to do scissors, DM Hirsch.
Yeah, I'll try it. Fuck it.
Scissors. This position can be a challenge to explain clearly, but it's actually quite simple. The woman lies on her back, and her partner enters her from the side. This allows her to have her clitoris up against his top leg.
Huh. Damn. I think half of these positions you have to be gooey duck.
I need to do some research on the clitoris thing.
Yeah.
What is that?
Fact checker, can you Google that for us?
Yeah.
What is a clitoris?
I think if you're lucky, you find it by accident.
I mean, if I found it, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah. How do you know when you found it and if you found it?
Because when they start shooting, that's why.
Shooting? What?
Maybe they have
shooting
guns?
What?
Because girls bust nuts too.
Damn.
They do?
Nuts or what?
Man, I didn't know girls busted.
I just get mines, I ain't nothing wrong with that.
I had no idea that girls busted.
But if anyone wants to provide us with a map to find this, what was it called? A clitoris?
I think it's a little up. It's a little up the north portion of it. That's what I heard. Just to let you guys know.
I guess if it was on the Navajo Nation map, would it be up towards Kienta or would it be more towards Window Rock?
No, it'd be up in Utah area, up in your area.
so Bluff then. Man, here I was all looking down here in near Delcon.
Damn, it's a shithole down there.
Damn. That's all his
just
chapter too.
No, you ain't never getting elected council
delegate. That's Holbrook.
Yeah, I'm going to bring this up when you run for council.
Yeah, write it down. Go ahead.
Oh, remember when you shit all over Tuba City too last week?
Yeah, Tuba's none but drunks. No offense, Justin.
Again.
All right, they are. Justin's
hey,
from
Justin,
Mokopi, so he's okay with that.
Justin, I have something off topic, but just because I see an ad on my Instagram, are you going to buy all that Western Conference champion swag?
Yeah, it's already
ordered it.
It's already on order. Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Got the hat and the t-shirt.
Yeah, the hat's dope.
Now I just gotta learn how to dance like Mikal Bridges and Cam Payne.
I still have mine from. I still have mine from
that salsa dance like
so
Crowder.
I don't have to buy it.
You know what kind of messed up is I bought that Valley Oop shirt and it ain't coming in until the 14th. So by the time it's here, it's gonna be all like, not even like.
That sucks.
I know. I thought I could have gone down to the store and gotten it.
You just got a bootleg one.
Man, I should have.
Flea market. They're coming out with some good shit.
All the natives are coming out with bootleg Sens gear.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
exactly.
All you artistic Navajos and Hopis,
Maybe we should do one too, guys. We'll put it on one of our merch shirts.
We'll put a CP4.
CP4? You mean like that movie with Chris Rock?
Oh yeah, shout out to Chris Rock. Mm-hmm.
Hey, number 9 is Cowgirl. Men already love this position because it offers quite the view.
Yes.
Hey, and the minimal effort is sometimes a welcome reprieve. Women are fans of this as well because it allows them to control the speed, depth, angle, and penetration while also making manual stimulation to their clitoris easier for their partner.
Damn. So I think it looks like here the clitoris is in the butthole.
I don't know. That's where his eyes are looking.
Yeah.
I like how the visual effects, his eyes are like straight to her butt. I like that.
So, Justin, do men have clitorises?
Clitori.
Clitori?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Well, maybe some men do.
I think they're big.
Justin, have you ever heard of people liking butt play?
Yeah.
What if she's sitting on you and she smells?
God damn, that would suck.
Why? What kind of
Happens.
girls are you dating? Damn.
That happened to me.
Damn, man.
She stunk.
What'd you say?
Just
Go take
manned
a
up
shower?
and just got mines and said, I'm out. Peace.
One of those Dilcon girls, huh? Hershey?
Yeah.
Because I know it wasn't a tuba girl.
She was from Tuba. She was from
Hey.
Grey Hills.
Man, tuba, they keep it clean.
Hey,
No,
Justin,
they don't. Chill out. Jeez.
You were probably in Southside. You probably didn't come to the nice part of town.
Yeah, remember.
What part is
remember-
nice? Shit.
Remember Delcon doesn't have water?
Except Southside.
Wait, so the
They
south
can't
side
shower?
of south side of Tuba is the good side?
No, that's the project side.
Let's look at all projects to be out
That's
that
where
way.
you go to bury bodies.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Southside Project. Keep it real.
real tradition, huh?
Yep. See, you're going against traditional people down there. That's probably what you're
So we got
seeing.
one more.
All right, so no cowgirl. So fellas, this is cowgirl, and remember that men might have clitorises, and Justin likes butt play.
I wonder
Moving
if you
on.
have to be a cowboy in order for a girl to do the cowgirl.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because I'm
Her
Indian.
number
No,
10 is her
what
favorite.
the fuck?
Hey, if you want to find out what position your partner likes most,
Hey,
ask her.
Never mind, I don't want it.
Even if she isn't certain what exactly works for her, she at least has some idea of the type of sex that turns her on. For some women, pleasure comes from face to face, looking at each other and saying beautiful things while kissing. Hey, that's my style.
Damn.
And
I like it
making
too.
out for hours.
Try
It's
humping.
like, baby, I love you so much.
Hey,
Feels so
so
good. Just
so
wanna
have
make
you
love
guys
to you all the
have you guys
time.
asked a girl like what she likes, what position she likes?
I think it is a part of
It's
like,
appropriate sometimes. Yeah, out of respect, you know.
You don't just do whatever you want to do.
Well, most of the time it's missionary, but when you get to know somebody, it's like, all right.
I think
What
when
do
you
you-
ask
what do you like?
when you ask a native girl that, the response is always you.
You.
They get all shy.
who
Yeah.
for Hirsch? They're saying you to Hirsch.
No,
Who,
I think
me?
it's
What?
better, man.
In general.
Yeah, because I for some reason natives don't like to talk about sex.
Yeah, it's like it'd be like awkward or something. But
It
I don't
is
know.
very
Just
awkward.
do what you always do.
Now,
Do
what you
what
gotta
you always
do?
do.
That's why Delmar likes
Uh,
missionary. Missionary Mondays, Sunday through Monday.
Hey,
Yeah.
goes to church Monday through Sunday.
Yeah, he does.
Hey.
You're a good holy man. You're a
No,
holy man, Delmar.
the thing is, the thing with mission, I guess the thing with listening to your partner is like it takes the pressure off of you, because as long as she gets hers, it's kind of like an accomplishment. You're like, you're good. You guys feel that way, or do you guys always have to get yours?
I think it depends.
Because sometimes don't you guys ever feel like you're out to make a point? You're like, yeah. And then you're just like, you know what, get off me. You got yours. I got the satisfaction of knowing I got yours. You guys don't feel like that?
What does
Depends
she
on
get?
who she is.
What does she get? Actually, what are we talking about here?
The map to the clitoris.
Yeah, I thought
Putting in cheat codes and getting the map straight to you from the source.
Yeah.
Delmar. So how do you get? Yeah, so you don't ask her for the map. Say, hey, I just
No,
wanna
you have
do
to
it.
ask her for the map.
Oh,
Hey, how do I get there?
Yeah, you just kind of like focus on you, make sure you get yours, because you know what you like. So
But I like it when they say don't stop right there. And then, but you try your best, and then it's like, fuck, you're trying to concentrate, you know? It's the truth, man. And like, fuck, it's like, God damn it, I can't keep it up. She's like, don't stop. I'm like, fuck you, stop.
Then you give
And then
yourself
they
a
feel
cramp.
disappointed. Huh?
Then you give yourself a cramp so you
don't
don't
pull
finish.
out.
I mean, like, because you don't want to bust so quickly, and you're just like,
exactly.
No, you know what I mean? So when she says don't stop, you're like, fuck, all right. And then if you bust, and you're done, and game's over.
See, he spent some real shit then. All right, so you're spitting some real shit, Hirsch. I like it.
Yeah, and if you can't handle it, you go down under too. Regroup yourself, and then that's
Buy
if you're
yourself some time.
Yeah, exactly. Man, see, y'all don't know. Y'all just rookies.
Buy yourself some time. You're like, fuck,
I like that.
Yeah, I like that term. Buy yourself some time.
I like that, Hirsch. At least you're not one of those guys that's like, I always make my girl come. I never came before
I try.
her.
Shit. I only know her for one night. I'm trying. Hey. Have you guys ever done one night stands? That's a good question.
What's that? What's
has.
Hooked up with somebody that you just met that night?
Oh no, never.
Justin, you're married. You can't be answering these questions. Shit, you can get yourself in trouble.
Well, all he has to do is give the disclaimer, though. I mean, Justin had a life, probably 10 years of.
You think she wants to know?
Do
you think she wants her audience or the people, listeners, to know what he was doing before her? No, keep that shit, Justin.
Justin has options, man. He's a high.
I'm looking out for you.
Go
ahead, spill the beans if you want.
All he has to say is 95% of what he's saying is true. There's 5% fiction. It's up to the audience to figure out that 5%. So see,
but I think it's just being an adult, right? Because we all know that we've all been around. So
you've been around, Justin?
Yeah, we've all just passed them around, so it don't matter.
Yeah,
we all just share.
That's
share anyway.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Hell no, man. I don't know if
Speaking of sharing is caring, would you guys be proud if you guys discovered that you were Eskimo brothers with each other?
I'd prefer not to.
I'm pretty sure we are.
Wait, what's Eskimo brothers? I don't explain that to me. I'm a little old.
It means that you create a brotherhood if you've shared sexual partners.
Yeah, your tunnel buddies.
So Hirsch, I have no worries about being Eskimo brothers.
Yeah, I'm a big Eskimo man, so I'll dominate that. I don't understand that. So like your buddies with girls that you guys just all share?
Like for example, let's say that you and Delmar are hooked up with the same girl at any point in time, then that would make you guys Eskimo brothers.
Like Eiffel Tower? You can do the Eiffel Tower?
Sure. That works.
What about girls? What about when it's reversed?
Okay,
what about the sisters? What do you call them?
I haven't even heard that.
What do you call sisters that are tunnel buddies?
Let's call them strippers. No, they're not strippers.
Mountain climbers? Hey, hill climbers. Pole riders?
Pole vaulters?
Pole vault. Pole vault sisters.
For the same team?
I don't know, man. That's a weird one.
Hard one.
But yeah, I wouldn't want to be tunnel buddies with. I don't know. It's just kind of strange. I'd rather not know.
Would you be proud if you were tunnel buddies with Neff?
Not really.
No, Neff is nasty.
Yeah, I would say Neff has Neff is Neff.
I would be like, Neff, go in the closet while I finish off over here.
That's mean.
I'm just kidding. That's mean.
That's fucked up.
Well, Neff earned it, man.
Yeah, he did. He's a closet boy now.
He fucking abandoned us, guys.
Oh, that's a good question for the film. It's out of my area to categorize what those two girls could do with their names.
You got to do a poll and ask your audience if they think that you guys are all Eskimo brothers. Because I click yes.
I said no. I'm out of that. Remember, you guys from the very get, I think episode 12 or some shit. You guys try to say we're the husband buddies or some shit like that. Same concept.
That's husband wives. I mean, brother husbands.
He gets all bad. Calm down, shit. I'm still not gonna be a husband.
Well, we didn't want you, remember?
I didn't want it to be in it from it wasn't up to you guys. It was up to me.
Damn, Adrian. So Neff just divorced us from our brother husband.
No, he didn't want to be a part of this no more.
Hey, you guys
could have been somebody.
You guys couldn't rotate good, man. You guys just
Neff just hogged
stingy.
her.
Yeah.
You think he hogged her, or you
just wanted her for himself?
I think you fell in love first. That's what happened.
All right, so hey, Justin, you guys have anything coming up exciting with your podcast?
Shit, not really. Like we've been busy. We're busy over here just with summer stuff because like him and I were farmers, so we got our farm stuff going on. And then trying to pod at the same time, plus our 40 hours a week jobs. So we're busy as fuck.
I got one request, Justin.
Yeah.
As a Hopi, you guys need to do more rain dance. Appreciate that. Shout
Yeah,
out to you.
they're trying, man. We're trying. Just trying hard.
Invite us, Navos. We could rain dance with you guys too. Shit. Just kidding. Shit.
Once the COVID clears, and then we'll send out those invitations.
Hey, 70% of our people are vaccinated. We're good.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you were all crying around about the fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys all scared about the Delta variant?
No, not scared of anything because I'm
The
vaccinated.
healthcare professionals on the Navajo Nation were all mad because there's no fair this year.
Yeah, how come we can't have a fair for 70%?
Because people are not vaccinated, like Adrian's dumbass. He'll come home and he's like a plague. He comes home and just contaminates everybody with his unvaccinated ass.
Oh, I was at the parade last night when the team came back, when the Suns came back from LA.
Yeah.
And I was like, and everybody was like rushing the cars and stuff and surrounding the cars. I'm like, damn, everybody's probably gonna get fucking coronavirus.
No shit, man.
Now. But
stay away from Chris Paul. Yeah. He's got it.
I know, right?
He's vaccinated.
But one thing I got to do is I reached out and I touched the championship or the trophy.
Oh hell yeah!
How did you really?
Yeah, because Aiton he had the trophy and he was like letting
You mean Aiton the same fucking size? Shit.
I reached out. And
your favorite Suns player, Hirsch Aiton.
I wish he dropped that shit and blamed it all on his ass after that.
Don't fucking watch Fast 9. Shit sucks.
Yeah, I could already tell that.
Shit's ass, man.
I don't think I watched 8 or 7.
I didn't watch
7 and 8. I missed that.
Yeah, I get confused, man. There's so many.
Fucking Vin Diesel has more height issues than I do. More height insecurities than I do.
Really?
No, the dude's 5'11", but he lists himself as 6.
No shit.
And
he
then
got muscles.
And then when he fought The Rock, you know The Rock's 6'5". In their movies, they were looking eye to eye with one another, and it's like, "Whoa, homeboy, you are not that."
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask that. It's like, yeah, that's true, right? How the camera shots are.
Yeah, and I was like, "Homeboy, you are not that big, man."
Yeah, Vin Diesel is a character, man.
I will say props though. Shout out to John Cena. He actually he does a good job acting. I'll give him that. Although you can't see him in the movie, you hear his voice, but you really can't see him.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's crazy. How does that even work? So
I don't know, guys. You guys got any shout outs?
Anybody got any shout outs? Shout out to White History Month. We already did a whole segment on White History Month. You missed it.
Damn White History Month.
I'm glad I wasn't there. I'd probably be triggered.
That was whack as fuck. Shout out to Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I thought that was a grandma. I thought that was his like grandma.
I was gonna say, did anybody think that was him? Because I thought it was a woman, man, for sure.
I thought it was a woman too.
I was just like, what the fuck? He's a Suns fan all of a sudden? When did this shit happen? That was my question. Like,
no, he's like you. He's a Chris Paul fan. He's only a fan of the person. Bullshit.
Oh, don't get me on you because we was talking shit before you got on and you being a Lakers fan. So
hey Dale, I try to defend you, but
no, I was a Lakers fan. I'll be honest, but your fucking boy made me jump off that fucking team. That's how much I hate fucking LeBron
That's
James.
how whack you are. So you're a bandwagon.
Oh, I hate LeBron James. If I jumped on a shitty bandwagon, you can call me a fucking bandwagoner.
No,
don't get Hirsch started again, man. We just got him from
crying.
No, LeBron brought you guys a chip, so you appreciated that last year. I remember you saying that.
I wasn't
you appreciate it.
I'm not a Suns
all you
fan.
Lakers fans. We brought back Laker Nation, so appreciate it. You're welcome.
We can go back to my Facebook 3 years ago when LeBron came to the Lakers. That's when I was like, I'm done.
I was pissed.
And I
hate the Lakers.
I even wrote a post. I was like, I am taking my fandom to the Phoenix Suns. I did the whole fucking LeBron.
Hey, Dal, we went to the Suns game together too. You remember?
Yeah.
It's a bandwagon. He ain't no real fan.
Watching LBJ get his ass kicked with his son.
Oh yeah, that first game. I don't know what first game. LeBron beat the Lakers or beat the Suns. I remember that, and I was pissed.
And plus, you calling people a bandwagon? You know what? You have no clout. You have no.
I'm
no
a LeBron
here.
fan. I've never been a Miami fan. Never been a Cleveland fan. Never been a Lakers fan.
I take
I'm
Justin
a LeBron
more
fan.
seriously on this topic.
I do too. He's a hardcore Suns fan. We broke it down. If you're a hardcore fan, or are you just a fan, or are you just a bandwagon? You're a bandwagon. Me and Adrian are fans, and Justin and the hardcore Sun fans are
no way. You can't say that. You've been sharing that.
We broke it down 3 times.
You've been sharing that picture of him in his Kawhi jersey. So,
remember?
Yeah. What? Shout out to Adrian. What's up with that Clippers jersey?
I got it last year when Kawhi went to the Clippers.
God damn!
I'm
a Kawhi fan.
I've only had a Booker jersey in the past 3 years.
See, you guys are bandwagon
I also have
fans.
A Zion Williamson jersey.
Adrian, you're back on your bandwagon fan. You're ass back. I'm just a fan.
Your old room in Tisto has that Michael Jordan jersey in there, and I think there's probably a Kobe jersey in there too as well.
My brother was. Byron was.
And your Tim Duncan.
Fuck Kobe. I hate Kobe. I never was a Duncan fan either. Fuck the Lakers, man. Come on, why are you putting this shit on me?
Because you're the bandwagon.
Even Justin, do you think Tim Duncan's a bigger GOAT than LeBron? Since he's got more rings.
Man, I don't know about that.
Appreciate that.
Because I don't hate LeBron, but I don't respect how he moves sometimes, but I mean, I think he's a generational player. Like I would give him that. I think he's generational.
Appreciate that. At least you give him a little more respect.
See, I respect LeBron. I just don't like him.
I don't respect Kobe. Hey, just kidding. I respect him.
So
I hate fucking Kobe though.
Here's one thing though I do appreciate about the Suns team. It's not a super team. So when we win the championship, it's not a super team.
Bullshit.
Chris
Paul and Booker.
Booker wasn't an all-star, man.
He should have been a fucking all-star. We all know that he's an all-star.
When you look back, we're gonna say, was he an all-star? No.
That's some
that's
bullshit.
It. There's only one all-star.
A real Suns fan would say, yeah, he was an all-star. I don't give a shit if he was.
There's one all-star on this team. This ain't a super team. This isn't Bosh. This isn't Wade. This isn't Kyrie.
Well, we broke that down before you came on. CP3 been on some great. He's been on some great teams.
No, we're talking about this team. I'm just saying
he's been
this isn't a super team.
He's been on some great teams.
This isn't.
He's jumped all over his career. Never made it.
This isn't the big three like Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, or Ray Allen. See, this isn't a big three.
No, they are. Ayton, and you guys give credit to Ayton as an all-star now.
Hey,
and then,
Hirsch, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Kevin Durant?
Man, I fucking hate Kevin Durant. I used to love him when he was in Oklahoma, to be honest. But when he went to the Warriors, that was a cop ass.
The same thing that LeBron did.
No, he didn't. No, that's way different, bro. We all know that. I think Justin, you could probably say it. Adrian, you could say that was
joining the Banana Boat crew, joining D Wade and Chris Bosh down in Miami wasn't the same thing.
It wasn't. Like, dude, think about it. Them fools just won the championship. And the thing I don't like about it is that the Warriors beat Oklahoma. And how are you going to jump to a team that beat you and have some pride in yourself as a player coming from Oklahoma, and you jump on a team that beat you, like in the Western Conference Finals? That's some copy ass moves to like. Nah. And then they were stacked. Super team is the Warriors.
Yeah, I think KD's a bigger bitch than LBJ, to be honest with you, man. Because I agree, man, with that whole thing you said about Oklahoma City. Like, I just don't understand how exactly what you said, how you have pride in yourself and getting beat by a team, then you go and sign with that exact same team. And then this whole Brooklyn team, I was so happy they lost. I hope
Amir. That's why I said KD's trash. I'm glad he fucking lost. So that's guys. My answer to your answer, but Katie, I think
this
he's
is
trash.
A very toxic podcast. A lot of hate from
there is.
Herschel Clark.
Fucking hate the Olympics, the USA, but I love the players.
He hates the Suns. He hates the Lakers.
I hate the
I love
Olympics
Allison
too.
Felix. Shout out to her.
No, I hate fucking NBC for making us trying to get us to sign up for Peacock in order to watch the basketball games. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna sign up for that.
You guys don't have a Peacock subscription?
I do.
No.
Share your password information, Hirsch.
No, only my true fans and my people.
Trying to get onto that WWE network.
Are you really? Dang. I can't believe you still watch wrestling.
It's cool, man.
No, I mean,
I watch it every once in a while.
Even the storylines that it isn't played out.
It helped because I knew a lot of those men's health positions.
Okay. Men's health? Oh, those were men's health. I like how you said men's health. I appreciate that. One day late. Shit.
No, I was like, I always watch these top 10 videos, and like the top 10 wrestlers, the ones that they always bring up, and it's always kind of strange, is Chris Benoit, because of what happened to him. But the thing is, outside of what happened, he was like a great wrestler. I was like, damn, that sucks.
Who's your favorite wrestler, Justin?
I think it's probably Bret the Hitman Hart.
Damn, he's not dead yet, huh?
Nah, he's still alive, man.
Mine's probably Ultimate Warrior, to be honest. Ultimate Warrior and man, there's so many good ones like Lex Luger. I used to
know who was
his ass.
From back in that era, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Yeah, Macho Man's a shit
I
too.
like him.
Yeah.
What about you, Del? I know you're a wrestling fan back in the day.
I liked I'll go my mainstream is The Rock, but Diamond Dallas Page was my guy.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, he was cool too. Yeah.
We should all do DDP yoga. Dang, we're all gonna lose weight. We'll transform ourselves.
Yeah, I need to do that shit.
Like that chick China. That was the only one I liked.
Oh, did you watch her sex video or sex movie or sex show?
Yeah, and then
Did you really watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. No.
Was she green? I heard she was green in women.
No, back in the day, someone said that she had a little penis.
What? The clit.
Like the kids.
It was
like
the clitoris.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what a clitoris is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys,
the
audience,
is basically the woman's little penis.
Yeah. So, audience, if you guys want to know what a clit is, go watch the China sex video. You'll figure it out.
One thing I do hate though is I hate the way that WWE shit all over WCW when they bought him out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Because I was like, man, you could have, if you brought him over the way like they were supposed to, like Diamond Dallas Page could have been like going up against Stone Cold or someone like he was a good fucking wrestler.
Or Goldberg would have had that match with Stone Cold.
Yeah, the one that everyone wanted.
Yeah, we always wanted that shit.
Just because they were both bald.
I think Goldberg would have won. I would have been going for Goldberg, to be honest.
There's a whole wrestling community on Twitter, and that's another big reason why I'm on Twitter every day.
Yeah,
all these wrestling nerds talking about WWE versus AEW, and there's all these other smaller promotions.
I think Asian would be a Hulk Hogan just because of the music.
I am a real American.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
I thought you were gonna say Hulk Hogan because of Hulk Hogan's racist comments towards black people.
Oh,
damn! Racist? That's fucked up. Oh yeah,
that's another reason why I said that.
Donald Sterling is my friend, so
I probably later. I'd like to meet Rowdy. I wish rest in peace. Rowdy Piper is probably one person that.
Oh yeah, he was cool, hot rod.
Or Shawn Michaels was badass too. Like Shawn Michaels had some badass moves. I remember jumping up and.
Hey, chill out! Damn.
What? Is he gay?
No. Are you talking about his wrestling moves or his dance moves when he used to get into the ring?
No, yeah, talking about men's health moves.
He was confident.
Right,
he's all, I really like those chaps. Hey. Wait, before you go, fuck, I had to ask something. Ah, crap, I can't remember.
Well, last thing I'll shout out is to the Catholic Church. Keep burning. Burn.
Oh, wait. I remember. Burn. I was watching Dom Joseph's podcast, one of his reels.
Dom Joseph.
We should do that Happy Meal challenge. Like all time ourselves, see how long it would take to eat a whole Happy Meal.
That'd be like 60 seconds, bro.
No, like, hey, did you say like him? 60 seconds, bro. You was that your Dom Joseph?
But I guess it's rubbing off on me.
No, but I think he got his in 55 seconds.
Damn. All right. That does sound like a challenge. I feel challenged right now.
We should do it. We'll time each other. See who can eat it.
We could do it in Vegas, the Reds conference.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, do it live. But I'll probably win.
Do that one, and then Del, you missed the other challenge. Hirsch bet us $50 that he can beat us in horse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he'll beat me. Be real.
Yeah, you were a chess player growing up, right?
No.
Fucking asshole.
Call me. Oh, who?
Justin said you never played junior high sports.
That was you.
Damn.
Chess player. Damn.
So maybe the reason why you didn't come on is because we talked about high school sports.
Man, all y'all shitting on me.
Well, you had a chess club up in Utah, right? Or
yeah. Was it the math club or the chess club?
I'm a mathlete.
Science club.
I'm not an athlete. I'm a mathlete.
Yeah.
At least you own up to that. Appreciate that.
No, I played. Well, I don't know. Running is a sport. Track, cross country.
Oh, nice.
Damn, Justin, did you hear that? Running in a sport. I agree with
you.
That's a shot to all Hopies right now.
But I play basketball too, so that's why I consider myself an athlete.
No, I don't play basketball.
Well, Justin, man, appreciate you spending the time with us and filling in for Neff while we look for another Neff. And if you know anybody, send them.
Actually, you were filling in for me, right, Justin?
Oh yeah, you were filling in for Delma.
Yeah, he was talking too much shit and was went off on him.
Utility man. I don't think Herschel gonna want me back, man. I had to put him in his place.
Damn, he did.
Oh, we'll welcome you back when the Suns win.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Then we'll talk about celebrating.
No, that's what I'm saying. We should host a live together, the Carl and J-Man podcast and our podcast. Like we should host a pre-game live together, and just invite people to join us.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But they have to be Suns fans.
I'd be useless on that, man, because I'd probably be a ball of nerves.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Nah, J-Man's gonna be at the game.
Yeah, I got
game 1 and game 2.
So.
You really going to game 1 and game 2 though?
Yeah, game 1 and game 2, I'll be there.
Damn, you paid those prices?
Yeah, it's worth
you
it,
raffle one of them off again and
man.
raffle that shit, man. You guys made 4 G's on it.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, dude, Justin, just to let you know, I bought 2 tickets to the Packers and Cardinals game up in October. So
let's all go. Let's all go to that.
I already bought my ticket, so it's on you.
I'll be there. I have season tickets, so
yeah. Let's go, Adrian.
I want to see real Cardinal fans, not some other Cardinal fans or wannabe fans. All right, I'm out.
Guys.
I'm done.
You guys have a good evening. Good evening, audience. Don't forget to check out our YouTube videos. You guys asked for it, so we put it up there.
Want to see the video content to these podcasts, see our pretty faces, then give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share. Subscribe.
If we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll leak Adrian's sex tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of kinky.
I thought it was already leaked, but I guess not.
Hey, send me a link to that.
You would want the link.
Yeah.
He's dressed up as Trump. Shout out to you.
Hey. It was cold that day, okay? Just remember, it was cold on the set.
It was 2.5 inches, so usually he's at average 3, but it was cold.
Yeah. Man, y'all looking.
So when you're watching porn, you look at the dick, or you just know?
How you know he's average 3 though?
Hirsch wanted to ensure that he wasn't that much bigger than him.
Yeah, I was like, all right. My confidence went up when I seen his sex tape. I was like, okay, I'm good.
He ain't that big.
I'm average.
He ain't that big.
I'm average. 2.5 inches.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Oh, he's
guys.
all
Get out of here,
tall for no
fuckers.
reason.
All right, thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks.
Later, J-Man.
Later, man. Peace.